Yo, what's up? Welcome back to another episode of the SWUS. It is Wednesday, which means we're talking golf. The two picks I tailed last week did not hit. I know a couple of your picks did hit, not the two I tailed. Justin Thomas, man. He had like 4 eagles. Didn't even...
Unbelievable. I had 3 eagles, and so 3 eagles is 6 under, and he finished for the week 7 under. So super disappointing out of JT. You're right. We did hit 2 out of our 5 picks. J-Day top 20 hit, as well as Justin Thomas over Jordan Spieth.
All right.
I'd like to get that percentage up a little bit. So let's jump into this week and see what we got.
So this week is the Waste Management. What is it?
Waste Management Phoenix Open.
Waste Management Phoenix Open. All right. Where are we starting?
So, like we always talk about in these videos, trying to find some value, trying to ride some guys who are hot. So we're going to start out with a guy who was hot. He finished 7th last week, and really sets up well for this golf course. Let's go with Tom Kim, K-I-M.
Tom Kim. Tom Kim right here. Okay. So top 20 for Tom Kim is plus 137 on Bet365.
Yep. So, Tom Kim's played in this event twice. He's made the cut both times. His best finish was last year with a T17. He also has a T50, but I'm not really concerned with that. What I am really concerned about is this is going to be a big year for Tom Kim. Tom Kim is one of the youngest players on tour. He was one of the youngest rookies on tour 2 years ago. And I look for big things out of Tom Kim this season. Like I said, he's hot. Finished 7th last week, was on the top of the leaderboard, battling back and forth with Rory at the end. So I like Tom Kim in this spot. One thing to note about the Waste Management Phoenix Open is shots gained approach is a huge stat. The last, I want to say 6 or 7 winners have all been top 25 in shots gained approach. Tom Kim is T26 on that category, for the year so far. So good ball striker, and I look for big things out of Tom Kim this week.
Tom Kim, top 20 plus 137. Where to next?
So let's move into another guy who's been hot, has a lot of history at this golf course. He's played in it probably a dozen times. I have his last 6 results. He's made the cut all 6 times, 2 top 10s. Billy Horschel.
Billy Horschel. Okay, one sec. Billy Horschel. Got him. Top 20 plus 220 for Horschel. You can get a plus 125 top 30, minus 125 top 40 for Horschel.
Yeah, so I mean, if you want to play the odds a little bit and go for that top 40 or top 30, I don't hate it. If you look at his last 5 results at the Waste Management, it's 41st, 32nd, 6th, 9th, and 36th. So he's got 4 out of 5 top 40s. So there's pretty good value there. Billy's coming off
out of 5. It's 4 out of 5 top 40s, and the one that he missed, he got 42nd. So he was right there.
Right. And again, same thing, looking at golfers trending in the right direction. Billy's played a lot this season already. He finished 9th last week. So a top 10 last week at a harder golf course, in my opinion. A guy who always starts the season really strong. Billy Horschel's a FedEx Cup champion. I really like Billy here, and I think you get great value at like you said, top 20 is plus 200. Or plus 210 or 20. So I really like that play. Like I said, you even get great odds if you want to, double your chances and go top 40.
I'm going to tail this one, Billy Horschel. I don't know if I'm going to take Kim, the first one, but I'm going to place a bet on Horschel. Where to next?
All right, so let's go to another guy who is, he didn't have the greatest week last week, but he's been playing a decent amount this year. He has great history at this golf course, though. 2 top 5s in the last 3 years. Sahith Theegala. Theegal.
I know Sahith. We bet on him a few times last year.
Yep, the brow. So he's like the Anthony Davis of golf.
So a top 20 finish for the brow is plus 180 on Bet365.
Yeah, so like I said, Sahith's last 3 appearances at the Waste Management, 5th last year, 39th, and then 3rd. Those are the only 3 years he's played because he's also a young guy on the tour. So 3 for 3 in cuts made and 2 for 3 in top fives. So I think plus 180 is great odds to get him in the top 20.
Yeah, that seems, I mean, that's 2 in a row where the odds seem almost too good to be. Is this a loaded field?
It's not that loaded because everybody played in Pebble Beach last week because it was an elevated event. People love this tournament because you have the stadium hole on 16 where they all gather around and they throw beer cans on the green when people make hole-in-ones and birdies. So there's no other tournament out there like that. And then we have the Genesis is next week, which is back at Torrey Pines and another elevated event. So it's sandwiched in the middle of 2 events that the big guys have to play in. So you have, Scotty's in the field, JT's in the field. You have some names in the field, but not everybody's playing. So I think that might be why, Sahith has a decent price on him.
Got it. So do we have a 4th pick?
Yeah, I actually got 2 more guys here, and I got 1 bonus pick to talk about. The next guy we're going to go to is a guy who, again, we're going with the hot streak, was 22nd last week. This is his first time playing in the Waste Management, but like we said earlier, is in the top 25 in that shots gained approach category, and that's Akshay Bhatia, Bhatia.
Akshay, give me a second to find this one. Akshay Bhatia. His last name starts with a B?
Yeah, it's BH.
Oh, here it is. Here. Got it. So you can get Bhatia top 20 finish at plus 250 on Bet 365, minus 105 for top 40 for Bhatia.
Yeah, so again, depending on what you're thinking about, Akshay won his first. He's and again another young guy. Won his first tournament last year. I think that he really, really sets up well for this golf course. Again, in that category, shots gained approach plus 240 odds. I really like this pick here.
Bhatia, okay. Where next?
So I rarely ever will do this on this segment because it's a lot with my heart and not with my head. But I'm going to have to say Mr. Richard Fowler.
I'm not telling this one. You love Rickie Fowler. You always bet him.
I do love Rickie. He's a past winner at this event. He's also got another top 10. And he's got a top 40. You get really good odds on him right now, so that's why I like him. You could probably get him almost plus money to finish in the top 40.
Minus 105. Minus 105.
Okay. Yeah. So, listen, this is, again, more of a heart pick for me.
Yeah,
but,
he's a Rickie. For full disclosure, he's a Rickie Fowler fan.
Rickie is trending in the right direction this year. Aside for putting aside my bias for Rickie, I do think you get a good price for him here in a not completely loaded field. And he was up there on the leaderboard the last couple of weeks, so I like him in this spot. But let's jump right into our bonus pick. Scotty Scheffler to win the whole thing is plus 280 or plus 300 on maybe some books.
Yeah.
If you can get him top American, at least on FanDuel, he was plus 210 to be top American. So, I really like this price here. And the fact that he can, not win the actual tournament, it's a weird odds.
So
but I think
who would
there's
be
some great value.
Who would be the top threats as far as Americans? I'm going to look at the.
So Sahith, I think, would be up there.
JT.
JT would be up there, but JT's on our back burner right now. He's on our fade list because he's a bum after last week.
Wait, hold on.
But,
so it seems like most of the top players here. I'm just looking at the odds of the tournament. Matsuyama's Japan, right?
Yep.
Then Sam Burns. That's American.
Sam Burns. Yep.
And then
you look at Sam Burns' odds to win, it's plus 2,500. So, I think in terms of what, we always talk in this segment about value, right? Like, I think this is a better value bet to bet Scotty Scheffler here than it is to actually bet him to win the tournament. You're talking about plus 280 versus plus 210, and he doesn't even have to win the tournament here.
So Scotty Scheffler to be the top American is plus 210. I think I saw plus 197 on Bet365.
Yeah, this was on FanDuel, but yeah, I mean, I think if the odds are that close in whatever book you're using, whether if it's only
right,
less
less
than a full hundredth of a point, I mean, I think that's the value play if you're looking to take Scottie Scheffler. I mean, listen, the guy took a month off to have hand surgery, and what did he finish last week? Finished in the top 10. I mean, the guy is just, and he's also number 1 in the world in shots gained approach. So, and a former champion at this golf course. So, I mean, it all sets up. It's really hard to bet him to win the whole thing at those odds. But like I said, top American, I think it eliminates more than 2/3 of the field, and you're still getting it at plus 200 essentially. So that's my bonus pick, and that's a wrap.
Let's do it. Let's get back on track. I missed both of them last week, so I'm gonna pick 2 or 3 of those to tail. Let's get back in the green here. So Waste Management Phoenix Open. We'll talk to you next week, hopefully with more money in our accounts.